Hello everybody, how are you doing? Today we are going to discuss about do not go center into that good night poem by Dylan Thomas. 4 years BA Major English, BA second year, okay? BA second year, code number 4204. 4 years BA second year Major English 424 poem. Okay, यहाँ के छ 4 वर्षीय BA दोस्रो वर्ष मेजर अंग्रेजी 424 कविता थोमस डिलन थोमसको हैन थोमस डाइलन भने चाहिँ यहाँ हैन डाइलन थोमस है डिलन थोमस र डाइलन थोमसको त्यो शुभ रात्रिमा ज्यादै कोमल नबन्नुहोस्. Okay, so do not go gentle into that good night. All age should burn and rap at close of day. Race against the dying of the light. त्यो शुभ रात्रिमा ज्यादै कोमल नबन्नुहोस्. बुढेउलीले दिनको अन्त्यमा जलेर र प्रलाप गर्नुपर्छ. उज्यालोको मृत्यु विरुद्ध क्रोध अथवा रोष. सो English अनि नेपाली both are here, so you can watch here. Second stanza. Thou wise man, and there in no dark is right, because their words had forked no light, no lightening day. Do not go gentle into that good night. Okay. बुद्धिमान मान्छे आफ्नो अन्त्यमा जान्दछन् अन्धकार सही हो, किनभने तिनीहरूका शब्दहरूले तिनीहरूकोमा कुनै बिजुली झरेका थिएनन्. त्यो शुभ रात्रिमा कोमल नबन्नुहोस्. सानो बनाइदिए. Third stanza. Good man, the last weep by crying, how bright their frail deeds might have danced in a green bay. Race against the dying of the light. ग्रीन बे भनेको चाहिँ अब एक किसिमको देवदारुको रुख जस्तै अथवा हरियो खाडीमा भन्ने छ. यहाँ चाहिँ असल मानिसहरू अन्तिम प्रहारमा रोए कति उज्यालो, तिनीहरूका कमजोर कर्महरू हरियो खाडीमा नाच्न सक्थे अथवा हरियो देवदारू भएको ठाउँमा नाच्न सक्थे. उज्यालोको मृत्यु विरुद्ध क्रोध रोष. नेक्स्ट stanza. White man who caught and sang the sun in flight and learned to let they grieved it on its way. Do not go gentle into that good night. जंगली मानिसहरू जसले उडानमा सूर्य पक्रे र गाए र सिक्दै धेरै ढिलो तिनीहरूले बाटोमा यसको शोक गरे. त्यो शुभ रात्रिमा ज्यादै कोमल नबन्नुहोस्. अनि यहाँ के भन्छ, great man near death who see with blinding sight, blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Race against the dying of the light. मृत्युको नजिक अन्धो दृष्टिले देख्ने चिहान मानिसहरू अन्धो आँखा उल्का जस्तै बोल्न सक्छ र समलिङ्गी हुन सक्छ. उज्यालोको मृत्यु विरुद्ध क्रोध रोष. And you, my father, there on that sad night, that sad height, course, bless me now with your fire's tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Race against the dying of the light. र तपाईं मेरो बुवा त्यहाँ त्यो उदास उचाइमा श्राप दिनुहोस्, आशीर्वाद दिनुहोस्। अब मलाई तपाईको उग्र आँसुले म प्रार्थना गर्दछु, त्यो शुभ रात्रिमा कोमल नबन्नुहोस्। उज्यालोको मृत्यु विरुद्ध क्रोध। Okay. So title, do not go gentle into that good night. त्यो शुभ रात्रिमा ज्यादै कोमल नबन्नुहोस्. Poet Dylan Thomas. This poem written in 1947. First published it was 1951 in Batik Oscar from Villarreal. Rhyme scheme ABA. Okay, ABA, rhyme scheme ABA. Theme, life and mortality. Relationship to father. जीवन र मृत्यु पिताको सम्बन्ध. Theme चाहिँ मेन त्यही हो. Tone, pleading urgent. Imagery, light and dark. Okay. Poetic devices, काव्यिक युक्ति अथवा यन्त्र. Enjambment, repetition, contrast. कविता सलल बगेको छ. There is no full stop. पुनरावृत्ति, विरोधाभास अथवा तुलना गरिएको छ यता. So meaning, resist death as much as you can. Okay? जति सकिन्छ मृत्युको प्रतिरोध गर भन्ने अर्थ हो यो चाहिँ. Let's go down, short analysis we want to see. Okay? We want to see short analysis. Let's make this one a little bit. In the first stanza, Thomas used day and night as an extended metaphor for life and death. Okay? Urging people to resist death courageously rather than simply accepting it. By using this metaphor, he presents life and death as a part of the endless natural metaphor. He presents life and death as a part of the endless natural cycle of time. Okay, so let me check here. Do this. Time, which began long before our lives and will go on long after them, just as day and night are a part of it. Okay, this gives death an impersonal feel. If everyone and everything dies, there is little that's special or notable about one death. This generic conception of death is what Thomas' characters in the poem are fighting against, striving to give their death individual significance. With the similar sounding words rave and race, Thomas emphasizes anger and passionate intensity in the face of death. Though they acknowledge that death may be right, after all, everyone dies eventually as part of the natural process discussed above. At the beginning of the second stanza, he writes that wise men refuse to accept it because they haven't yet left enough of an impact on the world. Okay, they have forked no lightning or failed to create a big burst of light. Here is symbol for life that would give them a legacy. Okay. In the third stanza, the speaker insists that good men similarly see their action as frail and long to stand out more as a wave does in a calm bay. Okay. The critics Roseworth, Mr. Kittler suggests that Green Bay may be an allusion to Psalm 30, chapter 37, verse 35. I have seen the wicked in great power and spreading himself like a green bay tree. Okay. Following this interpretation, the good man's frail but virtuous deeds would have been more remarkable when seen in contrast to the evil of the green bay. Without any great evil to fight against, this man's virtue are less noteworthy. The fourth stanza continues the now familiar pattern of the poem, with the speaker describing wild men who caught and sang the sun in light, or in other words, celebrated the world around them through bold actions and feat, and belatedly realized that brevity of life by returning to the sky as a source of imagery. Thomas emphasizes the central day-night metaphor of the poem. The stanza may also allude to the Greek myth of Icarus, who flew too close to the sun, melting the wings his fathers had crafted for him and causing him to plummet to the ground and his death. This myth is often understood as a warning against hubris or exercise pride. With that allusion in mind, the lines indicate that the wild men were too proud to realize that death would eventually befall them too, no matter how grand their adventure. The speaker continues in the fifth stanza discussing grave men, who are grave in the sense of being serious, but also in the sense of being near death, who see fixedly with the piercing sight that they must fight death as well, choosing to go out like martyrs, imagery that again returns to the sky. Thomas' employment of the image of martyrs also recalls the impersonal vastness of the cycle of life and death. Meteors too are so immense, scalding and fast that it is difficult to comprehend them, like night and day, as well as lightning. They are also transient, appearing to us for only moments in the night sky. In the final stanza, the speaker reveals that he has been addressing the Father, which gives the poem a personal significance it previously lacked. The speaker again underscores the poem's message, urging his Father to show any sort of emotion in the face of death. The sad height may be an allusion to the Bible's valley of the shadow of death, which appears in Psalms chapter 23. The phrase is often misquoted as simply the valley of death, but If death is casting its shadow on the valley, it must be above the valley like the father on the set height of the boreal realm. Despite the anguish that sorry, despite the anguish that this expression of grief and fear would cause him, the speaker longs for his father to cry at his impending death, because it would show that his father still has vitality and dignity. It would show that his father still has vitality and dignity. It is hard to see our parents, especially traditionally stoic fathers, cry, but it reminds us of the full range of their humanity and the vulnerability that comes with is that humanity. Okay, so their humanity and the vulnerability that comes with that humanity. Okay, vulnerability means like very soft things that can break easily, that can break easily. Okay, thank you guys. Today is for this much for today. Today just we did short analysis of this poem. So poem topic once again, you have to remember, do not go gentle into that good night. Poem by Dylan Thomas, 4 years BA, second year major English. Okay, 4 वर्ष BA, दोस्रो वर्षको मेजर इङ्ग्लिस 424. डाइलन थोमसको कविता, त्यो शुभ रात्रिमा ज्यादै कोमल नबन्नुहोस्। यो चाहिँ एउटा मृत्युलाई कसरी जित्नुपर्छ, मृत्युसँगको कुरालाई चाहिँ यसले विशेष जोड दिएको छ र उसले आफ्नो बाउसँगको मृत्यु र मृत्युमाथिको सङ्घर्षको विषयमा उसले कुरा गरेको छ। थ्याङ्क यू, गुड बाई।